Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions. I hope that you guys are all having an amazing Thursday. I just got back from the home inspection that, the inspector just did in the house that I'm under contract for. Just got this little paperwork kind of thing, and then got all the documents. Let me just make sure that it doesn't show any personal information. So I want to cover very quickly for those that aren't too familiar with, what the inspection is for, how I've been able to utilize it, and my experience with it for both in the buyer side and the seller side. For those that aren't familiar with who it is that I am, my name is Ricky. I'm 23 years old. This is going to be, once it closes, my 5th house that I've been able to successfully purchase. I bought my first house at age 20. I actually uploaded a video on YouTube when I did that. The house that followed was my neighbor's house. I bought that one, and then I bought 2 condos 1 year after, and then I guess this would be my 3rd house and 2 condos, whatever, 5 properties. But what I wanted to talk about for this home inspection, and first of all, I'm not a real estate agent. I'm not like an investing guru or like a real estate guru or anything like that. I literally just was in the TechBud Solutions chat right now, so we have a free trading group, and I was asking them, would you guys like to learn a little bit more about my experience dealing with this home inspection and kind of what it's for. It's really expensive, right? I paid like $980 for this specific home inspection. The house is about 5,700 square feet. It's a total of 8 rooms. It has a pool in the back. Altogether, I think it's 15,000 square feet. The guys were asking, were like, hey, is this a mansion that we just picked up? And it's not. I looked at the definition for a mansion, and it has to have like a ballroom. It has to be minimum 8,000 square feet. So we're a little bit under 3,000 square feet shy. But altogether, wanted just to share with you guys kind of my experience with the home inspection and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get right to it. Hope you guys can learn something new. If not, then I do apologize for letting you guys down. So when do I plan on moving on to the next house? So our expected close date, so that's a good question, Kathy. Our expected close date for this specific house is August 31st, right? I think that's what Harley said. Harley's our real estate agent, and that's our expected close date. So I'm pretty pumped on that. Very blessed to have closed on the house next door. So this is the funny part. The house next door that I just sold, right? I'm keeping this house. I sold the house next door. That one closes on the 22nd. So for about like 8 days, the guys that are living over there, 4 guys, they're all part of TechBuds, are going to be living here with us, and then we're going to make the transition and moving on to the new house. So a lot of people are going to be asking for like a home tour. Just give us some time to get all settled in and kind of go from there. So so money moves. I appreciate that, Justin. Is it a lease? No, I bought the house. So yeah. So on my properties, I've been able to successfully purchase. So thank you for that. Yeah, let's go ahead and get right to it. So the first thing with my experience for an inspection as a buyer, first of all, one of the first things when I bought my first house, I thought they were really expensive. According to my understanding, for the inspection period, it's different than, because you have to get an appraiser. So if you look at the fees that a title company charges you, there's an appraisal, and then there's a an inspection. The inspection period, I'm not too sure if that's so much for the lender, but it's more for the buyer itself, making sure that you are aware of what you're kind of getting yourself into. So this house that I'm buying was built in 2015, so it's relatively a newer house. Literally the things that they listed, this is probably the shortest list. This is the biggest house that I've been able to buy, and this is the smallest list of kind of like this whole breakdown of things that were taken, action items is what he called it, that I have to potentially take action on. There's only 2 things that were brought to my attention that I'm probably going to have to actually pay attention to. The first one, I have no issue talking about it. So the first one is going to be because the pool, it has a pool, right? I believe it's the boiler or whatever it is that they call it. It is leaking. So that is definitely something that I'm going to have to change or make sure that I take into consideration when it comes down to purchasing the house and the repair costs. The other thing that he said that I should probably pay attention to is, let me bring it up real quick. And the reason that I'm talking about this is because these are expenses that you're going to incur when purchasing a house. So let's say that you plan on buying a house for like $200,000 and you're going into it, you have to put 20% down, whatever the case may be. Putting 20% down, you're going to start to incur a certain amount of fees. But let's say during this inspection period, you end up coming across that maybe it has a faulty foundation, or that the AC is out, or that there's like leaks or water leaks, or there's mold in the house, right? There's termites, certain things that might incur, not even certain things that are going to be more expensive, but also certain things that can be like dangerous for you to be living there, like mold, right? If there is a let's say in Arizona, there was like a monsoon last night, if I'm not mistaken. So it was like a rush of rain. If all of a sudden that got into the house and then it got and molded the wood, and then there was mold in the house, that is not something that just for cost purposes that I need to be aware of, but also for living purposes. Not only myself, but 3 other guys are going to be living with me that are part of TechBud Solutions, and it could be a safety hazard for our health, right? So that's why the inspection period has been something with all the real estate agents that I've been able to work with have highly suggested it. The appraisal is something definitely completely different. So for the appraisal process base, according to my understanding, again, I'm not a professional, the appraiser is what an individual that comes in usually to represent the lender, so the people that's going to the people that are giving you the loan for the house, making sure that the house is valued at whatever the loan amount that they're going to give you. So it's pretty much just like if I'm going to sell you my iPhone, right? There's going to be an appraiser that's going to come inspect the iPhone. If I'm going to give you a loan for like $300, I need to make sure that the phone is at least worth $300. That's pretty much what the appraiser is for. The inspection is more in my eyes viewed for me as the buyer, making sure that I have peace of mind, that I'm at least aware of what is going in. At least I'm aware of what I'm taking on by purchasing this house, both cosmetically and as well, I don't want to say mechanically, but whatever, like the functions of the house and stuff like that. So the last thing, I wanted to make sure that I shared this with you guys. I wish I could share screenshots with you so you guys could see this entire thing. It shows my address, and I would really appreciate it if I definitely didn't have to. If you're part of TechBud Solutions, I don't even know if I could. If you're part of TechBud Solutions or Learn Plan Profit, I'll run it past my team, but I'm going to take a picture and then I'll share it with you guys in the chat and stuff like that. So this is the other thing. So it says pull and spa heater condition. The heater operates. Okay, so water is leaking from the heater. Definitely something that I'm going to have to take into consideration. And then the last thing that he said was something about the AC coolant or something like that for like the AC. It has to be under around 12 tons or something like that, and it's at 7, so it's missing about 5. So again, I'm not too sure. I'm going to have to call someone to get this all taken care of. But yeah. So is it being fully paid off? No, on this specific house, I am putting 40% down. It's by far, I either purchased a house outright or normally put 20% down. This is my first time putting 40% down for a house. So, and then we have Don right here. So Don front show is like, yeah, post ashes, don't worry, no one will show up. LOL. This is actually one of the reasons that we are going to be moving, and it's just because we've had people come visit the house that we're currently living in, and just for privacy issues, we definitely just don't want that. So I hope that you guys can respect the new house and our privacy and stuff like that. I'm really looking forward to having you guys over once we establish the TechBud Solutions headquarters. But when it comes down to like where we live and stuff like that, I just want to keep that private, not only for myself, but for my Dingleberry roommates. So yeah, I mean, that's really just it. So I saw Hella Flush here. I don't know if Hella Flush is still tuning in. What's going on, Billy the Kid? What's up? What's up? So Hella Flush, I love your videos. I've watched a couple of your videos. I don't know. Where are you at? Oh, man, I lost you. Oh, right here. Hella Flush. What's going on, man? Not too sure if you're still here, but just wanted to thank you again for tuning in. Oh, hey. What's going on, man? But, yeah, don't post the address up, bro. So I really just wanted to give you guys an update. I showed you guys, I talked about, the time that my offer got accepted. I've been making a couple of videos prior to that, like talking about it very like on and off of like me making a number of offers. I talked about when my offer got accepted. We just got the inspection done. And if anything comes up as in like something that, we want to potentially like use to negotiate or something like that, I'll be sure to bring it up. The house was super clean, really not much leverage. Let me talk about my experience when it comes down to selling a house. When I sold a house next door, there are certain cosmetic issues or just like fixes that had to be done on the house to make it so pretty much we sold the house and they're going to be renting it out to someone. And the buyers for the house, after they not only appraised it, but also got an inspector, they had a whole team that came in and they inspected the house. And they were able to use that and what they incurred as an expense to potentially leverage to negotiate the overall purchase price. So let's say like we originally came up with a sell price of $350,000 if that's what we agreed on, right? They come in with an inspector and they're like, hey, there's going to be about $15,000 worth of repairs. Let's meet in the middle and you cover $7,500 of that. So we bring $7,500 off of the purchase price. So that's something that I've done before. When it comes down to purchasing one of my condos, we did an inspection. We identified certain things that might need to be upgraded, and during that inspection period, we said, okay, meet us in the middle and being able to cover some of these expenses, or you can repair them yourself to move on forward and stuff like that. So that's pretty much my experience when it comes down to the houses and condos that I've been able to purchase. Again, I'm disclosing that I'm not a real estate guru by any means. It's just something that I do as a hobby. I've done it successfully so far at age 23 for about 3 years. Really just 2 years because I bought my first house pretty much at the end of when I was 20, pretty much like 7 days short of when I was turning 21. But I'm truly blessed to be in this position and I just wanted to share it with you guys. I know so many of you guys are working so hard and getting that much closer to purchasing your first house at a very young age. And it's definitely something that I want to make sure that you guys all take into consideration, or at least all, work towards when it comes down to, not only like, I know a lot of people glorify like having nice cars and having nice things, but I also think investing in real estate is something that we could all see value in. So I just wanted to share my experience with you guys. So I'll be putting more update videos if that's something that you guys want to see. If you guys want to give the video a thumbs up, we'd greatly appreciate it. Also, if you have any tips for new home buyers that you guys want to suggest, I know we have a lot of real estate agents that watch our YouTube video. Feel free to comment them down below. I'm all open to that, assisting the people that we reach. And also, if you have any questions that you would like us to answer for potential real estate videos, again, it's not really going to be a huge focus on my YouTube channel, but it's definitely something that I would be more than happy to elaborate on if it's something that I feel like I can give my own 2 cents on and it would make sense. So thank you guys again for everything it is that you guys do. So opening my Shopify store this weekend. I like it. Actually, I tried to, I don't know, you good there, Caleb? Oh. Actually, so I'm running on 2.5 hours of sleep. I didn't go to sleep till like 4 o'clock last night. Woke up at like 6:20 or something like that. I don't know, something like that. But pretty much finished trading with the group for those that are part of Learn Plan Profit. So that's our private trading group. They get to watch me trade live every single morning. I was up a little bit over $500 on the day. Posted that on Instagram for all those that want to check that up. But the thing that I tried to take a nap. I usually, like if I'm running on 2 or 3 hours of sleep, I take about a 30-minute nap to about a 1 hour nap. And one thing that we did today is I could not rest. I came up with an idea for one of our drop shipping stores. I called up one of the members from our team and we just created another drop shipping site. So yep, I mean, that's really just it. It's probably not something that I'm going to share on my YouTube channel, but we're working with another individual that is doing this a little bit more actively. So hopefully we can have more content for you guys, for those that are interested in Shopify and how to do it successfully and stuff like that. So again, it's not something that I'm going to be making videos on. It's just something that I want to share with you guys on kind of like my day-to-day task. So we came up with an idea. We bought the website, we bought the domain, set up the entire website, set up the products, now working on the ad campaigns. And then I think we're going to launch it by tonight or by tomorrow morning. Thanks to our team for making it all possible. Usually this process takes a little bit longer, but thanks to the team for being able to make it very quickly. So yeah, that's really just it. Hope you guys continue to kill it in every market that you guys choose to invest in. Continue working hard, continue following your dreams. Let your passion be what drives your success. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it